What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. G-Backzilla here. In this quick video, this is going to be my top 5 primary guns in Rainbow Six Extraction. And I kind of want to do this video for a long time. And basically because, we still have some newcomers to the game, and these are some things that I wish I knew when I started playing the game last year. So before we get into the video, fam, do me a favor, subscribe if you're new to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. And also, guys, real quick, if you are watching the video and you notice some weapons that actually you like and that you favorite, that you would put top 5, put them down in the comment section and let us know about it. So first off, I'm gonna start off my number 1 of top 5, the M249. That's right, fam. Y'all know I like LMGs if you've been on the channel before. And the M249 is one of the best LMGs in my opinion, especially Gridlock. So real quick, two operators that use the 249. First off, Gridlock and Capital. As you can see, I have it equipped right now. Actually, so you know I'm not lying, fam. You know what I'm saying, guys? So real quick, Gridlock. Now her LMG I like is her 249 specifically because it has the magazine right there. It's not like the traditional LMG ammo pack underneath and it takes forever in the day to reload. Gridlocks reloads a lot faster. So I do like that. Now Capital's M249, he's got the more traditional style. You got to open up the feed tray and do this, that, and the third. Takes a little bit longer to reload, but still has the same positive effects, damage-wise, capacity, and the fire rate. Slower fire rate means, in this game at least, means more accuracy. So, real quick, let's just go into the gameplay. I should also mention to you guys the loadout. Basically, this might come down to personal preference at this point, but I typically use the holographic or the reflex. I don't tend to zoom in that much with the LMGs just because I find it better for me personally to use one of these, or sometimes I go with no sights. Compensator, there's only one compensator, and there's only one grip. Alright guys, so here we go right now. Hopefully, now I did choose severe difficulty, and I'm hoping I get a whole bunch of arcanes to mow down really quick. I really want you guys to see how beneficial it is equipping this gun. Here we go. You can see you can really just, go to town on it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be shy about it. Because, yeah, that's what the LMG is for. And here is the quick reload. Oops, wrong button. There it is. Very quick reload for an LMG, as you can see. And, you can just do massive damage in a very short amount of time. And that's what I like. Look at this 4-minute. Done. You know what I mean? How'd you get there? Done. You know what I'm saying, fam? Very quick to dispatch targets. And guess what? That's what's important. That's what's important. You know what I'm saying, guys? Quick reload again. Awesome. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite, if not the #1 favorite LMG in the entire game. Here's another torment. Where's he at? Better it done. Gone. There it is. So again, Gridlock and Capital have this 249, but I do prefer Gridlock's if I had a choice because hers definitely reloads a lot quicker. And yeah, the aim down sight speed could use a buff, but it is what it is at this point. So, alright guys, so number 2 on my list of top 5 primary weapons in Rainbow Six Extraction is the SGSQB shotgun, or actually compact pump shotgun, 12 gauge type, and it is freaking badass. Number 1, it's the most powerful pump shotgun in the game at damage level 53. So you might be asking yourself, who can I use with this gun? So as you can see, Doc is number 1. Also, we got Lion with the SG CQB, and also another one of my favorites, Rookmeister. The Rookmeister with the SG is an ultimate combination because I mean, number one, he's got the armor pack, the shotgun. I mean, it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's a win-win. So, looking at Doc real quick, as far as the loadout goes, I stick with the um red dot basically for the sight picture. You can, I mean, this again, personal preference at that point. Sometimes I'll go with no sights at all, but most times I'll just choose the red dot. There's only one grip, vertical grip, and that's about it. It's really cut and dry, and it's pretty. I mean, like I said, it's one of the best shotguns. This almost was a toss up because I also like the other shotgun, the M1014. And honestly, I do love this shotgun as well. Smoke and Sledge, the M590A1. But again, for me, it comes down to damage. And as you can see, these shotguns only do 48. And if we switch really quick back to Pulse with the M1014, it does a whopping 34. So, that's tough! But again, if it works for you, it works for you. Personal preference maybe, but at this point, that's why I'm sticking with the SG SQB. Guys, here you go. Here's some action with one of the top 5 best weapons in R6 extraction. In my opinion, this SG TQB. Now, I don't know what that stands for, guys, to be honest with you. To be perfectly honest with you. But I know this. This shotgun is freaking awesome. I just took out all those targets with one shot. Even that flower just over there, man. And I can't believe that. I will say this though, guys. If you choose this gun in particular, or if you choose, say, any other pump shotgun, be mindful of how many rounds you actually have left in the shotgun at one time, because you only have 7 shots, right? So that's definitely something to keep in mind. You see where you're going to go into a pretty heavy fight and it tells you to reload, go ahead and reload. I don't know how many times I've been in a situation where I had 0 time to reload, and next thing you know, you get clapped, get surrounded by a whole bunch of grunts, and then it's kind of downhill from there. It's a downward spiral. So I would say with this pump shotgun, any other pump shotgun, reload as many times as you feel necessary. So yeah, basically that is the SG SQB in a nutshell. It is just freaking awesome. All right, guys, number 3 on my list of top 5 primary in Rainbow Six Extraction is this. One of the best assault rifles in the game, bro. The 308 Spear. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. It says Spear 308, but to me, I'd rather say 308 Spear. I don't know. Personal preference at this point. One of the best assault rifles in the game. 2 operators use this weapon, guys. Fuse and Panka. Yeah, these 2 guys right here. Now, the 308, just as it says, the Bullpup prototype, composed almost entirely of polymers. It has impressive power and accuracy in a relatively compact format. Now, I even put the silencer on this because it just sounds cool, and it doesn't do as much damage, of course, obviously, but it still does good at 25 in my opinion. Capacity is 30. Fire rate is 700, which ain't too bad for an assault rifle. It ain't too bad. So, loadout wise, personal preference on the scope, personally, I go with a 1.5x just because no scope for me is a no-go on this gun. Reflex sight sometimes, but I don't go any further than a 1.5. 2.0x is just 2.x is too much for me. All right, so personal preference maybe. Now, without the suppressor, as you can see, massive damage at 42, muzzle brake at 42. Personal preference at this point, but for me, I like to put the suppressor just because doesn't negate the damage too much at 25. Still does good, and it has relatively low recoil. Vertical grip. There's no other underbarrel. So let's just go ahead and get into this, man. I'm gonna use Finka real quick. So for me, guys, yeah, the 308 Spearman is where it's at. Assault rifle goes. It's one of the best. And I'm gonna show you real quick. And I'm using Finka, and the silencer is attached on this one. Personal preference, I guess, but I just like the way it sounds. I love that sound it makes. I'm sorry, guys. That's just, again, that's me being weird, I guess. As you can see, I just got surrounded by a whole bunch of freaking grunts, and I had no issue. Okay, that was a good test, right? I was not expected to get run down like that. But as you can see, yeah, you can just go crazy with this gun. I love this gun. Definitely one of my favorites. I mean, it's just endless. It's just endless. I mean, the thing just goes crazy, right? Like, you would think you got an LMG at this particular point. Like, I'm just like amazed at how well it does at close range and far away. You know, it's just, I haven't found another assault rifle in the game that can compare. But again, this list is not an end-all be-all. This is my opinion on the top 5, and this is number 3. So by all means, let me know in the comment sections what you would rate the 308 Spear, and what other assault rifle you actually would consider in the top 5. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Alright, guys, number 4 on my list of top 5 primary for Rainbow Six Extraction is only equipped with 2 operators in the game, and that is the MP5 SD. She's got it equipped right now, and I'm gonna tell you guys, man, this gun is a game changer, bro. The MP5 SD comes with an integrated sound suppressor, so you don't have to equip a silencer, which is cool. And honestly, it's one of the best submachine guns in the game, in my opinion. 9mm, and right here, like it says in the game, good recoil control. Now, as you guys already know, I'm sure, most submachine guns in the game and many other games, submachine guns have a high fire rate, a higher fire rate than other type of weapons, right? That's just what it is. And this gun right here, the MP5 SD, it has what? Look at that, 800 fire rate. Any fire rate over 700, most weapons, submachine guns do very, I wouldn't say very bad, but they don't do that well in recoil control unless you add some kind of underbarrel or other attachment. But fortunately, this gun, even at 800 fire rate, trust me, it does extremely well with recoil. I'll show you guys in a second, but first off, let's look at the operators for this gun, Habana, and one of the latest the latest operator to come to the game, and the last operator to come to the game, I might add. That's tough. Yep, that's tough. All right. Echo's got it. So, I'm gonna use Habana for the gameplay example, and loadout wise. So let me do that real quick. Personal preference at this point, again, I like the 1.5 just because I want to zoom in, and it is the highest of the zoom, or the farthest away zoom, 1.5. I go back and forth between a holographic though. It's just my one of my favorites. I haven't really done a lot of gameplay with iron sights on this gun, but I'm gonna tell you, either I go with holographic or the 1.5x. All right, so this is actually a perfect example using this MP5 SD with the integrated silencer. Now this is nest tracking, so honestly, in this game mode, I typically just pull out my silenced pistol, which I always, on my pistols, I always equip the silencer. But here we go, this is going to be with the MP5 SD. Alright, here we go. As you can see, you can easily mow down even some of the mid to higher level arcanes with this gun with a silencer attached, which is very, very cool. Very awesome, man. So let's just see if I can take this guy out. Boom, not an issue. Not an issue. Get the objective completed. And let me actually, Dude, I've never done that. Perfect throw on the perfect throw, man. Wow, that's crazy. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get this objective done. It's kind of random. Really was just gonna show the gun weapon, or the weapon gameplay, but yeah, like you can see, man, it has very good recoil control. Like I said, even with it being 800 rounds per minute fire rate, look how good it does with recoil control. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. So yeah, you will find yourself reloading probably a little bit more than usual because of the high fire rate, but it's pretty much been my go-to when I choose Habana or Echo. Yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah, this gun does really well, man. I mean, I really have no complaints on this gun. I would even go as far as saying the aim down sight speed. If you check it out. Oh yeah, the aim down sight speed is freaking fantastic in this gun, bro. Look at this. Fantastic, right? Alright guys, so last but not least, fam, the number 5 in my top 5 primary weapons in Rainbow Six Extraction. Last but not least, guys, let me say that again. Last but definitely, most certainly, 100% fact, not the least, HK417, man. I love this gun. It is a marksmanship rifle, or semi-automatic marksmanship rifle with limited magazine capacity. Yes, it only has 20 rounds to the mag, but it makes up for that by you only having to take down most enemies with less than 3 to 4 shots. So, who uses the HK417? Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Doc, HK417. Let's go to Lion. Obviously, I just showed Lion with the HK417. And last but again, not least, Rook with the HK417. So, look at the damage. That's number 1, 69. I do not even put a silencer on this gun. Hell no. Loadout, guys, real quick. Now, you can actually do up to 2.5x scope on this gun, almost like a freaking sniper rifle in the game, which you don't need, but it's there if personal preference if you choose to. Me personally, I choose the 1.5, or I have gone with the 2.0. Oh, I'm sorry, the 3.0x, the 3.x scope. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. The 3.x you can go. I've done that before on a video where I was kind of just I did a shorts actually on sniping and artificial extraction. Kind of a silly video, really, but it did show that you can actually reach out and touch some of these arcanes from far away. So, other than that, 1.5x scope is a good go-to. Sometimes, just for playing around, I'll put the suppressor on, but looks like it knocks it down to 41. I'd rather do max damage at 69. Only one underbarrel in the gun. Alright guys, so I bring the HK417 typically, well, especially in those critical, or if I'm playing solo critical, or any kind of critical difficulty or severe difficulty, because it does very well with high level arcanes, man. High level arcanes, they really don't stand a chance. I usually take down a tormentor with like 3 shots, and tell me what gun you can do that with. What other gun can you do that with? Not even an LMG. Grunts take 1 shot, done. Nest take 2. It's really a no-brainer, man. I choose this. This is really, look at this tormentor. I was like 4 shots. Oh crap, hold on. And, but yeah, that was like 4 shots. Dude, you can do a lot of damage in a whole less amount of time with the HK417. That's why I got it on the top 5. Definitely not, or it's last, but definitely not least. See if I can find another. I don't want to kill that tormentor. I want to find another I don't want to kill that. Here we go, right here. Yeah, he escaped me. That's cool. Oh god. Hold on, fam. Tripping. Alright, fam. Okay, well, here we go. So this is gonna be a good example. 4 men are done. This is where you gotta be careful as well, because you will get overwhelmed. Just pay attention to your ammo count. I know I got 5 right here. And reload as much as possible, and you'll be fine. It's really, once you play with it enough and remember that it's not like an automatic type of gun that's just gonna spray out a bunch of bullets at once. Once you become comfortable with that, you're gonna do well. As you can see, I was really about to get pummeled just now with all the grunts, and then the sprawl on the ground making it hard to move around. And look, I'm still at 100. I'm at 100 plus. So, you know, in that regards, you really can't go wrong. HK417, it's pretty much, like I said, my go-to when I'm doing like Nelson Protocol and the operator options or Doc, Line, or Rook. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go with one of those guys with the HK417. As you can see, it performs really well in those critical engagements, man. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Like I said, it's not an end all be all, but it is a good point of reference if maybe you just picked up the game, you're getting started, and I kind of wish I had something like this to watch when I first started, just to get my hands on what's some of the best guns to get in the game getting started. So other than that, that's the video. Quick summary, top 5 M249, LMG, SG, SQB, shotgun, 308 spear, assault rifle, MP5 SD, the submachine gun only used by Habana and Echo, and just what you just seen just now, HK 417 used by Doc, Lion, and Rook. Let me know what you guys think about this list in the comment section. And again, as you're watching this, let me know what you don't have to say your top 5, but what's some of your favorite guns in the game? Let me know in the comment section. All right, guys. See you on the next video. Peace.